All right, y'all. After 4 long years, it's sad to say we actually not. We're not graduating. We're not graduating. Oh man.
If this is your first time to our channel, what Tyrell and I do is we basically help pre-dents get into dental school as well as show everybody what it's like to be a dental school student. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you know whenever we post new videos. So we are graduating, but you know, we want to be a little clickbaity or whatever it may be.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that. But we actually got the worst news that we've gotten in a long time.
Yeah.
And that was that our graduation ceremony was actually going to be virtual.
I mean, I guess I get it, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
we get it. It's a safe thing to do. We have a lot of students. Of course, and this isn't just a dental school thing, it's a school-wide thing. So, you know, it's something to, you know, definitely take back and think about, but it sucks. It sucks.
You know, you have to, you know, this is our last graduation.
Look,
you know,
man.
I don't know. I mean, Tyrell might go do a specialty program.
This is our last graduation.
But regardless, right? You know, like when you start dental school, that's what you think about, right? You're walking across the stage. You know, you have the purple gown or whatever.
Yeah.
Your family's cheering you on.
Yeah, the family's there. It's more so for them.
It's more for them, honestly. And the fact that we're not going to be able to have that is really, it really does suck.
Yeah. We're all actually going through the process of clearing from, you know, school right now. Our graduation day is actually May 23rd, but apparently what we're gonna do is have like a pre-recorded session, and then we'll all be able to kind of, you know, if we want to do something together, if we want to do something with our families, different things like that, we can kind of set it up on our own.
Right. Which,
you know, I guess is not the worst thing. You know, I guess everyone wouldn't have to travel to Boston, which is traditionally what has to happen, but at the same time, man, like, it's a moment, like Tyler said, where you get to kind of celebrate with your family, with your friends, the people that you've been going through the whole process with for the last 4 years, and now all of a sudden, it's like, it feels like it was taken away from us more so than anything. So I think that's really where my mind sits on. I'm sure Tyler feels the same way, and a lot of our other classmates feel the same way as well. So obviously, we all love to, you know, walk across the stage, get hooded, you know, take the picture with the dean, of course, just like we always did. I think maybe we might still kind of do
actually,
that.
I guess we will do that.
Yeah, we will do it before, but our family won't be there. It's not the culmination that we all dreamed up or imagined to be. But you know, weird. It's life.
And what is like really sucky is that some dental schools still are gonna have their graduation.
Oh man.
So there's like a hint of I guess it is jealousy, you know, like I'm jealous.
I'm jealous.
I'm jealous, you know. My parents can't scream my name as I walk across or whatever. But like Tyrell said, who knew? You know, and we're so grateful to actually just be able to graduate, still being in this position, you know. And that's a whole another process. Yeah. Like we're just now recently getting all of our clearance emails, and clearing is basically the school saying you all are able to go. You all are able to clear from PROS, clear from PEDS, clear from comprehensive clinical, what is it?
All these different departments. Comprehensive clinical care.
Yeah, boom. So. And so that's the whole process. So we're running around emailing people like, hey, can you all go check my requirements to make sure that I
make sure.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And there'll be like little things. So we get this huge list, and say in PEDS, right? Say we have to do, you know, 10 treatment planning and diagnosing or whatever, and 10 prophies. You know, you might think you have 9, but then you're like, hold on, there's a small little like tidbit about the 10th one. It has to be on an infant or whatever it may be. There's so many different little things that you know, are kind of just popping out. And granted, we've known about them, but now that it's really time to like knock it out, it's like, okay, hold on, it's time to get strategic, because we only have so many opportunities to actually be in clinic and knock out these requirements. So now everybody's kind of pressed the wire about that.
What are the easy things? What can I do? What can I stack? Okay, we're doing. You're coming in for this exam. All right, let's do a post-treatment exam. Let's do this. Let's do that. So, you know, it's definitely like it's a juggling act. But I feel like that's kind of graduation from every program to an extent. Like even in undergrad, we had to get clearance or, you know, get those signatures from the registrar, different things like that. So I think just because, again, like Tyler said, this is our last time doing it, it's such like a big step. And on top of that, the bittersweet end of not actually having the graduation, it's kind of like, all right, man. Like, but it is still an exciting time. Like we have a lot of stuff going on around graduation, and you know, obviously like ourselves planning different things to do with our families, and obviously, you know, it's a blessing that, you know, the school is taking precautions, because God forbid everyone comes to the, you know, the graduation, everyone's there, and then someone has COVID, something happens, it spreads to not only you and other classmates, but
like a super spreader.
Yeah, super spreader event, basically, you know, and everyone, even if you social distanced enough, it's what, 250 students in our class. You think even if they brought 2-3 people a person, that's almost 1,000 people easily, not including the undergrad, not including other schools, the med school, the nutrition school. So, you know, granted, you know, other schools are having their graduation, but you know, that we're in a very unique situation having such a large class size, and of course being in Boston and Massachusetts has been very conservative and very very strict about their COVID restrictions and
protocols.
And their protocols. So, you know, everyone out there, you know, if you can, go get vaccinated, protect yourself, protect everyone else, still wear your masks, do all of that. But I digress. Graduation. So,
you know, when we talk about clearing, when we talk about all of our requirements, you know, some people have asked us, like, what do you all mean? So, like, basically, Tyrell, what is something that you consider to be like a harder requirement to obtain versus an easier one, just to give like the audience some type of perspective on that?
So we can say it like this. So there are some things that you can do on your own time. Those are the easy things. So, you know, for instance, if, you know, you have like a competency for sending out a case. Okay, next case you send out, that's something you have to remember more so, and it's not necessarily as case or patient based as, say, for instance, a denture. Where if you do a conventional denture, you have to deliver the denture, do a day follow-up, the next day, a 1-week follow-up, and then another month follow-up. Hopefully, you know, a lot of people got their cases, but if you don't, now you're struggling to kind of like, you know, get that fulfilled at the end, you know? So I think the things that you can control, the ortho consults, these little things where you can kind of just go up in your own time when you have a free gap and get it done, those are the things where get it done while you have time. You know what I mean? Make a list of the things that you can knock out easily on your own time, or easily just go talk to a professor. Oh, gotta do this cast, gotta do this. Oh, show you this impression, do these little things where, you know, you might gotta get a step signed on a step card, different things like that, just to do your due diligence on that end, so that everything else that you may have to, you know, be dependent on, okay, there's not a pedo patient right now, there's not a endo patient right now, there's not a perio surgery going on right now to do this assist. You know, those are some things where you kind of have to just go up there, and it's more hit or miss. So
100%. And even with that, I know we were talking about, for my pros case, right? We have to do a certain number of crowns, and you know, I had one case that was going to complete the rest of my requirements. And so, granted, last week, you know, I'm thinking that I'm going to deliver the bridge to complete my crown requirements, whatever it may be, and the teacher just says, yeah, we have to start over. And so now I'm put into a crunch, whereas, okay, I have a certain amount of a lot of time, so I have like, what, 2 months?
Yep.
And I have to, you know, go through these steps, which would be easy. And
if it wasn't dental school.
If it wasn't dental school, it would be very easy. But even, you know, pre-COVID, whereas now all the pros chairs are always taken. So now I'm like, okay, I need to book all of these appointments, and I have to be very, very aggressive about it as far as, you know, getting it before any other students get it, because there's limited seats.
Yep.
And it's like, I'm planning to have it done right before graduation, but that's stressful. Like, literally, it's stressful. Because if I don't get it done, am I graduating? Who knows? I don't know. So it's crazy. It's crazy. It's stressful. And it's just one of those things. It really is one of those things. So another tip, you know, when you all are coming into dental school, when you all start those requirements, and granted, I mean, hopefully you all won't be in the same COVID situation as us, but get all of your requirements done as soon as you can.
Look, man.
Front load yourself.
Everything.
So that at this time, you all can kind of relax and just, you know, see your patients, you know, say goodbye to your patients, do your last recare exam, all these different things. Because, you know, granted, this is my only situation where I'm kind of pressed, but there's some people who are, you know, pressed to get extractions, pressed to do more operative, pressed to do a whole bunch of stuff, and they are freaking out right now, and we just don't want that to be any of you all.
Yep, and granted, you know, again, there is time, there is extenuating circumstances of COVID. You never know. Like a lot of patients that we had lined up to do certain things, like a denture case, or you know, or coming in for extractions, or coming in for whatever the case is. you know, a lot of people may not want to come in because of COVID, may not want to come until they get their vaccine. So now you have to go out, find a whole new set of patients to come into the environment, you know, kind of start from scratch, doing an exam, making a treatment plan, taking them through their perio, all this stuff before you can get to maybe the crown that you need or maybe the operative that you need to get done. So, you know, it's definitely, again, like Tyler says, it's an extra level of stress just because of time crunch. But at the same time, you know, the school has been working well with us. Our littles, you know what I mean, our third, second years who are coming in the clinic have been helping us out, assisting, make sure, you know, we're getting enough patient pool. So it's definitely been a whirlwind the last couple months, but we're almost done.
Almost done.
We're almost there.
Almost there. So. Almost there, and it's been a lot, but you know, we made it, and y'all have made it with us. I mean, granted, I don't know how many of you all started with us, but you know, Tyrell and I always laugh about the fact that we literally started this channel the first week of dental school. And so you all have literally watched us go throughout this entire process and have helped us as far as encouraging us get through everything. And so thank you to you all as well. You know, hopefully when we graduate, you all feel a little, you know, happy, whatever, you know.
I hope y'all join in with us. You know, like this is a joyous occasion. You know, I'm sure there are a lot of fourth years out there that have been following us from the start. There are a lot of pre-dents out there that have been following us from the start. So thank you guys again. I mean, we're not going nowhere. It sounds like a goodbye, but it sounds like a goodbye. It's not a goodbye.
We got some things working. So
definitely.
But it's going to be good. But anyway, I guess that's the end of this video.
Yeah, man. Tell us how your graduation is going. Did your school decide to go with a virtual graduation or in person? Tell us how, you know, you're finishing up, and tell us how you plan on doing things a little bit differently. Make sure that you don't have to go through some of these time crunches and avoid some of these things we're talking about. So if you have any questions for us, make sure you add it down to the comment section. Head over to Instagram, follow us at _FutureDDS, send us a DM there. Other than that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button as well as the notification bell. And we'll get to you next time. All right, now.
See y'all later.